I don't know if that comes across on camera, but it looks like I got about 1200 watts of subwoofers in the trunk, and that's how much vibration is coming through the motor mounts. So we're gonna get those replaced. Few other indicators are that the motor, like the oil pan, settles below the crossbar, crossmember in the front, like the subframe. So just to show you that real quick, you see those fins? They are below crossmember, which means that those motor mounts basically collapsed all the way. You can actually see one right there. Looks pretty original. And we watched one video, and we're gonna trust that guy that we need to take the airbox out to access the driver's side motor mount, potentially from the top. I needed to do the air filter anyways, and I have one. So we're gonna start tearing this apart. My approach here is, I think I need to get the top of the box off to access potentially the bolts for this rear bracket. I could be totally wrong. Leave a comment below to tell me how stupid I am. And then
watch to find out how stupid he is.
Yeah, then we're gonna disconnect this hose here and pull the whole airflow meter along with the box, I think. Again, we're learning together today.
Never really had this car apart. So, we have taken more stuff off.
Well, that's
a real stinkeroo.
How do you suppose we get a little slack on that guy?
Can you feed it out the back anyhow? Or is it because this clamp is on there that you're kinda... Our problem was based around the fact that the brass...
Well, let's take this hose off here and see if that...
The brass nut is stripped out in the plastic, so when you try and spin this, it just goes woo, woo, woo. These guys here, there's a bracket for clamping, what is this, coolant inlet? Probably why it's so mangled here is because somebody's had to do that before.
I wonder if that should go under it.
All that just to get to a motor mount that we can get to from the bottom.
Alright, so we have removed the intake. We replaced our alternator belt. That was an extracurricular. But now we are accessing the motor mounts. We have placed the jack with a chunk of wood under the oil pan to hold the motor in place as we remove these motor mount bolts. So there's a 13mm nut on the bottom, and I'm assuming a 13mm bolt from the top. So I'm going to hold this 13mm from the bottom, and there's two of them. There's one right here, and there's one, 180 degrees on the other side of that. So we'll hold the 13mm here, and crack her loose a little.
Maybe. Oh yeah.
And then we will undo the bolt from the top, I guess. So I don't know how people do this by themselves, because someone's gonna have to hold that and then crack loose the top one, I think.
I mean, you could probably hit it with like a little zippity-doo.
And then actually there's gonna be a nut under here through the bottom of them. Let's see if we can get some access right there. I don't know if you can see it. So that holds it to the subframe, and then yeah, it should be good as gold, I guess. I legit, we might have to come from over here with a wrench. Really? Where's that 15 wrench? 17 maybe? Oh great, that's the one that's broken.
So it doesn't articulate?
It doesn't do the magic.
It doesn't do the only thing it's designed to do.
Yeah. I tell you what, we're gonna be here a while. Well, I wonder if I could do a shallow 17 on the socket. No. God, they really they put that control arm just
right where you want it.
2 hours later.
Oh, my forearm is dead. This is fun, right? You having fun?
Yeah.
Well, that's off. Now, how do we rip these 13s out? I have more extensions too, or does it just get too close to the engine?
I'll Do you have the other short extension down there? No, it's just like it's enough off angle to cause a problem, but.
And we lost a washer and a nut. It's into the floor somewhere.
Is it under the jack?
I think it might have fallen under the jack, yeah. Okay. Now we gotta do the back side, which
I
may be tricky.
on it.
Turn out. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Is that off?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to catch it this time.
Gotcha.
Got her. Alright, we're taking this heat shield bolts off. Heat shield off. Now, here's the...
I can probably hold the. Can you get to them from the bottom easy at all?
Yeah, if I had two 13 wrenches.
So I can hold the 13 on the top. Do you want a 13 on the electric thing?
I don't think it'll work.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, you're right. The other option.
I've got a second set of wrenches somewhere, I think. Black box on the white shelf. Ow. I was making progress. It's so loose now that I think.
Just like do it by hand?
Yeah. Oh, no, I got her. I'm gonna sneak her towards the front. No washer on this lower nut.
They're supposed to be.
It makes me think someone has been in to replace these at least once. I'm trying to take it off now.
I was really doing a good job of holding it on there though, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were. Okay, now we gotta get the main bolt out of the subframe.
We're recording.
Alright, so we're gonna get the sway bar out of our way so that we can pry the cross member out of the way so that we can get the motor mounts out. Alright, now I think we take these out. These guys, what's that look like? 20, 19?
17 for continuity?
No, there's no way. 19.
Like I said, 19 for continuity?
I think, and you've got the jack all the way locked?
Yep.
Okay. So here's where stuff might start getting a little weird, you know? By weird, I mean questionably unsafe.
Oh, we've got, you know, a piece of countertop under here. We're good to go.
Just see what this cross. So yeah, the cross member just connects the control arms together. And it's something for the engine to rest on. But we've got that bad boy propped, I think. So, here we go.
Let her buckaroo. Buckaroo.
We maybe want to throw a jack stand under the engine as a precautionary tale.
Are your jack stands that short?
Probably not.
You could just leave them loose, you know?
Yeah, I guess I don't know that it might not need to come all the way out. Oh yeah. Control arm right in the way. Why not?
That's a real stinkeroo. Like totally can't get to it? I don't know.
So we switched from ramps to jack stands. Got it on the frame rail here. We've got the engine supported by the jack. And we were able to get a long breaker bar on this back one through this area. And now we're just gonna loosen the cross member a ways, not all the way out, so that we can pry the motor mount out.
It's working. What is your spacing to the... Yeah, I mean, you got a gap on your motor mount now. You might be able to go up more. I'm not really...
I just want to make sure
everything is kind of...
not crush anything.
I don't know how much space you're going to need to get the motor mounts out, but... Well, at this point, you could lower the subframe down further too, right? Because they mount to that. We don't have another jack or anything to set it on, but you know what I mean? Like if you lower this down, these
Yeah,
are...
I'm just trying to figure out, is that gonna just drop or no?
Right, that's what I don't know.
I don't think it would because of the control arms. So the only thing on that cross member is the steering rack.
It's still probably like 60 pounds, 80 pounds. You're just not gonna like get that much wiggle if it's keyed in and whatnot. Yeah, I don't see anything like deathly close. Okay, hold up. Let's see if that's enough. Let me look at how much gap you have now. Here.
There's corn coming out of this motor mount. You got that on footage.
It's a lot.
I wonder if we just... Why does that look so different?
Live, what are we doing?
Alright, we watched someone else's video and they basically removed the bolts to the cross member. So we are going to just fully remove those to give us some extra space to get this motor mount out.
Why is there water coming out?
Is it just like slipping?
Do you want me to? No.
Oh, I don't want you to do anything, man.
So do you want a motor mount?
Yeah, I guess.
Are they
No,
universal?
they are equal opposing forces.
Do you want me to now?
Yeah, I do. I've thought about it and I do want you to. Maybe if I... Okay, that seems right. Cool. Yes. Now it seems like the motor needs to like...
Brace needs to shift. Yeah, it
think
looks like
both.
it's a little bit out of alignment.
Should we get this other one squeezed in? Squozed in? Alright, stay on task here. You gotta get that way over here, huh? The rubber part shoved in there, you know? You can let go for a second.
It's well, there's a pinch weld out on the outside and there's a pinch weld on the inside. And the subframe keys in between those two pinch welds, but it's riding on the inside one right now. So it needs to go towards the center a little bit in order to move up more.
Yeah, I just gotta get this rubber cross member, which requires me to squeezer.
Teaser. Tweezer. So I think it needs to go there. Now it's up.
Smoke these guys back up.
I think so.
Now it's gonna be all tweaked now. See if I can.
And the motor's still sitting up a bit, but that looks pretty lined up. Pretty close.
So we were able to get the front bolt on the passenger mount in quite easily. We have an M8 by 125 bolt. The new mounts have threads in them, so you don't need a nut on the other side. And we got it was 45 millimeter long shank with a shoulder on it.
It's a shorter shoulder and shorter overall length.
Here is the original bolt for reference.
That's pretty good.
Does that look good on camera?
Mm-hmm.
So there's an M8 by 125 thread, 45 millimeters long. Both sides, you need 4 of them. Reuse the washers on the top of the head. And Dan pried this part of the ear.
Pried kind of the threaded ear of the motor mount, which kind of just pried that to line it up with the threads for the bolts. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do when you're learning the hard way. So now we're gonna snug that side up and struggle with the other side.
Yeah, maybe I won't get too far here.
reassembling some of these different sections. The crossmember bolts, the 19 mil heads, are an 85 Newton meter or 63 pound-foot torque spec that Kyle's working on right now. The motor mount screws, bolts, those M8 bolts were 17 foot-pounds or 23 Newton meters. Not really easy to get torque wrench in on the passenger side, so it ended up just being a hand tightening sort of method. Here it's kind of fiddling with the different extensions, deep versus short, and then we'll see how to whack the steering wheel is from straight.
I gotta get the sway bars back.
Dad, probably when can we put it back on the ramps?
Yeah.
Be my guess.
Alright, well that is how you do the motor mounts. Oh, what about the
That's the actual motor mount bottom
yeah.
bolt and nut, which is another, get it as tight as you can by hand calibrated.
Good job.
Talk nice to her in German.
The guy at O'Reilly's told us to do. I don't really know any German. 9. Ah. Okay. Tight. Okay. Well, hey, we should be able to lower this jack out of here, right? If we did everything right. I'm gonna get out first.